Hey everyone, just checking in. Recently posted a blog about why websites crash, and part of the blog was really talking about having a good website recovery plan. So I wanted to share a little bit about that in this video. The first topic that I want to bring up is access to your website. If you don't have easy and quick access to your files, then recovery is going to be a very difficult thing. And I think even more so, having access available to your web team, that your web team has access to your files, is a very important first step. So providing them access to your logins and access to the server where they can re-upload your files as needed when your website crashes, that's a very, very important first step. Without that, this process is going to be very daunting and take a very long time. The second item that I talk about is having backups. And I talk with my clients sometimes when I start with a new client and they say, oh, well, I have backups running on the hosting company server. And they don't realize that most of these out-of-the-box accounts that you have with a shared host is going to have a backup or two at most available. And those are probably in the last 30 days. So if you update your website more than a few times a month, that's not a really reliable solution. In fact, if you have any WordPress website, you should be backing up your site and storing at least 4 versions, 4 copies, 4 backups of your site at all times. And those backups should be running every week at a minimum. Those backups should be done remotely from that server. I would recommend something like Dropbox and maybe even an Amazon S3 account. You could even get something through, if you use WordPress, you could go through an Updraft Plus situation where you're paying for storage through them. You just need a reliable way to access a recent backup without having to rely on the hosting server. Because if your site has been hacked, or if your site has crashed for some reason, maybe an update has forced the site to crash, then you want to be able to get to the most recent good version of the site, back that up, and then you're good to go. So just to recap, access to your files, number 1, backups, number 2, and then just having a team that's there for you, number 3. Just having a team that is there for you, having somebody available to you, that if something does happen, you're not left having to figure it out yourself. So I hope this has helped you. Make sure that you get a backup plan, a recovery plan for your website in place, and make sure that your credibility stays intact so that your visitors are not coming to a crashed website. And hopefully that will set you on in the right direction. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful to you. I'll check back with you in the next video.